You should know that Cross is not having anything today. As we stand here totally crossed out, we commit to make you go back to how to make you I'm better to make you don't try to compare us today. I'm the man, I'm something that you never had.
So today is Friday, May 29th, 2026, and we are at DBS Sounds in Riverdale, Georgia. Sitting in front of me are two of Atlanta's architects and pioneers of the Atlanta sound and of hip hop in general. And we have DJ Nabs, Playa Poncho. Thank you both. And behind the wheels of steel, they're actually gold, is DJ Wis. Again, another very
I would say King Up With Jay and the J Team was my first record deal, because without Up With Jay signing me to the J Team, 97.5 got here. That was the same year that I signed, 95, when I signed a deal with So Def in 94. But they waited till Freaknik came back around to actually drop What's Up With So we could shoot the video.
Commercial, so people could hear your song through the radio, and at Sharon Showcase, which was one of the teen clubs in Atlanta. And then you had mentioned some of the things. So I just went in the record store and being in the record store. So how important were of those entities in breaking records, and are they still relevant in breaking records today? Club radio and record stores.
You get to see people like Jared smoking B on here and everything, and CDs and 12 inches. I mean, the vinyl, it makes me feel like I'm at home, because it's like, this is what DJs and artists really, have to, I say, get into your zone. When you get into your zone, it's coming here into a record store and actually being able to pick up a 12-inch, pick up a CD, pick up a cassette. Because you got to think about it, and then it helped just keep the lights on at my house. And now, to tell you, he one of the people that showed up at my grandmother's funeral when she passed. And I greatly appreciate that.
And Nabs, did you want to just comment on radio and how important that is for music to have that visibility, and also in clubs?
Yeah. One of the things I think is, everything works hand in hand, right? And I will always say that radio and clubs tend to go hand in hand because of the advertisement, first of all. So let me just give you another example. Before we had a rap station in this city, it was only a few nights you could go out in clubs, really. Popping one. Now, again, if you knew the area to go to, cool. But B103 was very, very expensive. So clubs, there were very few clubs on B103. When the rap station came in 95 on Old National, then 559, which everybody knows, they were the station's first client, because it was affordable for 559. 559 was a small spot for those that never went. And I was using 559 as an example. So they were Hot 97.5's first client. I did the commercial for Ghetto Mafia's album release at 559, like back then. And so I'm saying that to say 95, 96, 97, the clubs in Atlanta started exploding because they had another station that they could go to besides V. Then V said, we need to open up a little bit because we're going to get left behind. Literally, when Frank Ski came, maybe 99, right? That was 3 years after I started Kaya, which I built that through radio.
Crazy.
Built that crazy, right? The album deal the whole nine through Hot 97.5. V103 brought Frank Ski in, and they put Frank right in Kaya on Friday nights because V realized that they were losing the streets, so to speak. So I'm saying that big stations can make money off car dealerships and everything else but clubs. But then when clubs came up in Atlanta, it became an important thing, and it came up with radio. It didn't come up with mixtapes, and it come up with other things people talk about. Once we got a rap station in this city, that's why this city's crazy 30 years later, in my opinion.
Right, and speaking of that rap station, we have one of the visionaries here who started that rap station, Jerry Smokin' B. So can we give it up for Jerry?
Jerry Smokin' B. Yes. So now we're 30 years later, people still talk about the club, and now we have this opportunity to celebrate the 30 years and to bring all of my friends that I can bring that's available, that's there, for a show on June 14th and go through all the eras of music that, well, not all that, we're gonna go 60s through the 90s, break beats and stuff. And in particular with Poncho and I, because we had this journey together, So Def bass And that whole experience, there's no better person to pull in to do that. We're gonna do this. And then Diligent is also in the building, who went to school with Chris Smith, very close to Chris Cross. He may have left, but he's going to also do a Young, Rich, and Dangerous tribute. We talked about that. And I got about 10, 15 acts and some more surprises on that night, June 14th. Yeah.
And just to
City Winery.
Yeah, just to top on what Nabs said. This man had Jay-Z that caught him before Jay-Z blew up to be Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you like I said, being in this record store, being around the records, the CDs and the cassettes and everything, and when you come to a club and this DJ is spinning wax and you bring your 12-inch to a DJ like Nabs, it's very important to build that relationship with the DJ. I have a saying, I have a shirt that said that I came up with. I got to get you one. It say, artists come and go, DJs are forever. Because artists come and go, throughout the years. We see artists, just fly by us like.
That almost got us shut down over in College Park, man, because we was doing a block party. Police wanted to break it up. And he said, man, if this was in the white neighborhoods, y'all wouldn't do nothing. We having a concert for these kids. They peaceful and this and that, man. And they tell me, you better go get your man before he get arrested. And I'm like, man, just chill. He going off. And I just told him, cut the man. Because I don't want him to get arrested on my watch. But all I'm saying is, we've been putting in work from day one. You look at the wall, the banners, cover stuff. We did Jeezy joint. You name them, we put in the work. Right now, we're the number one. I don't care what nobody said. You go research. You find somebody doing more work than us in the United States of America. You come back and let me know, and I'll bow.
And these are a lot of Atlanta history. So with that, I just see if you all like to close it out.
I don't know if there's a lot of Atlanta history, but yeah.
Okay.
Well, just because it's just different. We made a whole bunch of crates, and they're just what's the word I'm looking for? They're
This is In the Lab 30, Wax Facts. And I am your host, J Certified. We are starting part 2 of this episode. We have DJ Nabs and the owner of the historic DBS Sounds, Mr. Tobago. Y'all give it up.
Yes.
So we're going to start with you, Mr. Tobago, and I want for you to take us back to 3 months before you opened the store in 1994. What was here, and what were the things that you had to get done to get open, and then what was your inspiration?
All right, you took me back there. So I came to Atlanta with Trans World Airlines. As a matter of fact, it was American Airlines that bought out Trans World Airlines. So it was June of 1993. I put in a transfer to get to Atlanta. I bought a home for my wife and daughter over off Mount Zion Road. And I was commuting for 6 months. So I finally got down to Atlanta 2 days after Christmas of 1993. I was servicing planes at Hartsfield, so it was bringing in planes, cleaning them and stuff like that. And a friend of mine named Shabazz, we friend to this day. Great mentor too, man. Give me a lot of help with investing and things like that. So he found a book called Think and Grow Rich. And he gave me that book. He was cleaning the plane. He said, man, I found this book. You want to read the book? So I read the book, So it was just showing all kinds of people that had what you may consider disabilities, like Oprah and what she went through, Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, and all that. And showing even with what people may consider setbacks, they still went on to do great things. So I was thinking, my mind just started rolling what I like to do. I love music. So growing up, I grew up in Queens, New York, from Trinidad. And, you know, when the new music would come, I had a big red Cherokee booming system, really like what LL said. I'll run up to Jamaica Avenue, Queens at the Wis and, you know, purchase whatever's new. So, as a matter of fact, back then, Onyx, the group, used to be barbers. So I would get a haircut and then go to the Ave, get the music, and then, you know, come back. I was thinking, okay, I got a booth right up the block here at Clayton County Flea Market, right up the road. And I bought it. I ended up linking up. Up till this day, we never met. I'm longing to meet him, to be honest with you, DJ Clue. And I started buying Clue Masters, and then I got meet with DJ Doo-Wop and SNS, a lot of the big New York DJs, and buying the masters. I think back then it was like $75, $100 for a master, and that's how I got into it. So I was there at the flea market, working the airport still, and on my off days, I would work the spot. On the other days, my wife would work the booth. A little 2x10 booth with a one showcase and little 4 rack slats that we would just put the cassettes on there.
So I wanted to find out, what does DBS stand for?
Oh, Lord.
You getting some good ones.
She getting personal now.
Oh, right.
So it's actually, I ain't ashamed to say it, I hate my first name. I hate it. I never liked it from the time I had it. That's where the nickname Tobago come in. My first name is Derwin. My wife's middle name is Bridget, and my daughter's name is Shanae. So that's DBS, the family.
Wow. That is beautiful.
Open mics, we was doing ciphers and all of that on a Friday night. I swear, you know, we just had Black 6 Lack here Tuesday, but his dad, Ricardo Flo, and he had a whole bunch of young up aspiring rappers used to come in there and own their skills by our first open mic over in College Bar.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. And the thing about it is, like, you're still doing in stores with artists, new artists, artists who have been around for a long time. Because that is actually, is that when the first time you and Nabs met in '98 when his album came out? Because Nabs said he did an in-store or some type of promotion.
We might have did Airwax, man. We didn't get much love on the South Side. I ain't even gonna front. We're gonna keep it a buck here.
That was the whole national, like, well, I mean, because 97.5 was on national. I know that's not all the way south.
Listen, man, we ain't getting no love on the South Side to this day. Everybody you mentioned, music stores, and I'm not hating on him. He's my man. It's Airwax. That's all everybody know was Airwax, but it was in the city. I understand where it came from. I think I might have met him at Airwax, if I'm not mistaken, back in the day.
No? Yeah, it's harder.
Yeah, but I think I met you there, though. I met you there, and me and him, you know, formed a relationship. Nabs is a guy, you know, you meet people that, you know, you don't have to talk to him for 5-10 years, but we always been respectful of each other. I love his craft and what he did. I used to go to Kaya and see him DJ and stuff like that. And, you know, he could appreciate the physical aspect of music. So it's never like where we may not talk for about 5 years, but every time I see him, it's always love. We have no respect for each other, and that's never going to change, you know?
I want to speak on relationships of the DJs, record stores, again, physical product like we're talking about now. I think it's very interesting. You know, I started when it comes to physical product, right? 7 years ago, I decided to produce full time. And because it was digital, and because you don't need record deals no more, I wasn't going to get another record deal with Columbia Records, I'm pretty sure, right? So started a label and went straight to streaming, right? Like everybody else. And 7 years ago, 6 years ago, 5 years, 3 years ago, I didn't hear nobody saying that streaming won't make no money. I don't think most people knew. Artists jumped was jumping in the river when they albums sold or streamed a certain amount, right? Because everybody thought it meant something, so did I. The physical aspect of selling, when we start talking about this, you start breaking it down to me maybe a year and a half ago about how important it was. And so we're trying to, again, continue that relationship. We're talking about it now so I can be led into the way we need to do it now. Because back then, you relied on the record companies to do everything. And now artists, but my point is artists can make the records, make the physical product, and just move around themselves without the label. And that's a big difference, and it means something for these record stores to still be here, and this vinyl here, and the CDs, because the kids never experienced it. You know?
I could just tell you, man, it's like a sonic boom for these young kids. And like I tell everyone when I have a mic in front of me, the leading people that comes in, the majority is black women. Black women is exceptional, remarkable. I think as black men and as a nation, we need to pay more attention, respect to the sisters. Of course, you know, some of them, you know, you may not be able to deal with them in a certain way, but I think with everyone deserves respect, you know, and I respect my sisters, and I'm just seeing it. It's so crazy how this thing is, man. Wherever this store was you're looking at, for the most part, we had maybe like 1 or 2 racks of vinyl, and then people just kept coming, asking for vinyl. So what we do when you come in, and we carry everything. So if you come in and you want the Gorillas, we don't know who the Gorillas is, but what we do, we buy one for you and one for the store. And we just kept building like that. You come in, you know, you want Frank Ocean. If we wasn't carrying Frank Ocean, we had one for you and one for the store. And we just start building. The business is funny. My brother will tell you, which is my right-hand man, Darnell Mooch. We can't do what we do without my brother. I ain't gonna lie to y'all right now. He's the boots on the ground to just keeping things going and keeping me informed. So I wanna, once I have that mic, I gotta make sure I say it.
I have a lot of records, and I need to get rid of them. Yeah, it's a lot of records, and there's plenty that I'm not gonna let go anywhere. So understand that. There's just that I have a lot of them, and it's the same idea. Just especially the new records, the records that haven't been touched. It's about the new generation using them and having them, and especially with them being first presses in a lot of cases. So
Right.
that's really the whole deal, you know. And then we're gonna do it all year till I feel like we got some space back in the house.
And just one thing about Nabs, for those who may not know yet, when he was DJing in Atlanta and on the radio, from 85 to 2005, vinyl records were the only medium that he had to spin on the radio, spin at the nightclubs, and when he was on tour. And one tour in particular with the Dangerous Tour with Michael Jackson. And he still has that 12 crates of records that traveled with him on tour with Michael.
Oh yeah, let me tell you about my crates. Okay, so now we know milk crates, right? So everybody had milk crates. But during the time I was on tour with Criss Cross, which happened really quickly, I didn't know Criss Cross. I knew Arrested Development. I remixed Tennessee by Arrested Development, and I met Jermaine Dupri's father. That's what happened, and I gave him my demo. And then I got a call because Jermaine used to listen to me on the radio, so it was approved. So I had to roll with Criss Cross. One of the first things I did, because they had a budget, was I had me some record crates made. So my Anvil record crates that everybody knows about, that they ended up selling later, Guitar Center or Rhythm City back then, Rhythm City. But I had mine made. So all my record crates were custom at that time. And then E Boogie here, he stenciled them with numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So when we got to the club, they was in order. So I know my records were. Because we did about 5 clubs a week at the peak.
Right.
And there were plenty of people before me. So I'm not, I just had my time to come in there.
That's exactly right. So I just now wanted to present the crate.
Sure.
All right. So again, his 30th anniversary of In the Lab with Nabs that started in 1996. We're presenting this crate. They'll be available for sale. Again, these are rare presses that came directly from the label.
There's a lot of Atlanta history with it, so yeah.
Okay.
Well, just because it's just different. We made a whole bunch of crates, and we
so R&B, hip hop,
Yeah.
and different again genres that he used, and these are the ones that he had extra copies of, and they're welcome for you all to have for sale. There you go.
Yeah, I just want to thank everyone for coming out. You know, like I said, man, it's funny you say about the DJ and folks forgetting things. I always have a chip on my shoulder. I mean it, a chip on my shoulder that when people talking, I'll come in here and I'll put on events in stores for everybody. you know. And I see sometimes when you're moving about, they don't mention the record store. I always told my brother, we the bottom of the totem pole. If people don't know Nabs, they'll know V103, they'll know Timberland, they'll know the artists, they'll know the producers. Nobody ever mentions the record store. So our goal, me and Mooch, me and my brother, what we do is we gonna make sure they know when we said and done that DBS put a stamp on this music game. Because at the beginning of all this stuff, man, we were sitting in rooms with T.I., with Killer Mike, with Bone Crusher. You know, you got Young Bloods. We did the Young Bloods. I don't even think my brother know that. We did the Young Blood install. You mentioned it working with indie artists. We had Camouflage, God rest his soul, when he was coming up. Drama, all these cats that came out. We worked with everybody. David Banner. Banner almost got us shut down over in College Park, man, because we was doing a block party. Police wanted to break it down, break it up. And he said, man, if this was in the white neighborhoods, y'all ain't doing nothing. We having a concert for these kids. They're peaceful and this and that, man. And they tell me, you better go get your man before you get arrested. And I'm like, man, just chill. He going off. And, you know, I just tell him, cut the mic. Because I don't want him to get arrested on my watch. But all I'm saying is, we've been putting in work from day one. You look at the wall, the banners, cover stuff. We did Jeezy joint. You name them. We put in the work. Right now, we're the number one. I don't care what nobody said. You go research. You find somebody doing more work than us in the United States of America. You come back and let me know, and I'll bow down to them. I'm telling you straight up. We're the number one black-owned store in the United States of America. Nobody put on that do it. And I'm not just doing retail. You know, we're doing community activations, free DJ lessons. We're doing Feeding the Community Record Store Day. We now and then have mental health conversations, suicide prevention. We got the barrel pulled out. We take clothes and give it to the city of Forest Park. As a matter of fact, they got a shelter over there. So, and on top of that, we got the biggest stars coming through. From whether, you know, we did Tyrese, or we had Mariah. We're working on that too. We're Cardi B and Sierra and Tiana and all these people. We just had Kalani again and all of that. So I'm popping my collar because I got a camera in front of me right now. But understand, when they mention DBS Sounds, we're going to go down. I only know like a handful of stores around the country in the past that I have to board, like George's Music Room, Nikki's Music in Cleveland, Ohio. Those were the predecessors before me that put in work, that since left the business and retired. So I always pay homage to them. But right now, in the last 20 years, nobody is outworking us. Nobody putting on like we putting on. And stay tuned. This summer is going to be epic. So now if you go now and you stream 100 units, I don't even think you're getting $1. It may be $2. I don't know. I don't know the numbers. I know it's none. But you sell 100 at $15, you make $1,500. It's simple arithmetic. That's it. So make it independent product. Make merch. You know, the real auntie's cat. You know, you didn't like it. You know, come on. Hey, I'm an auntie. Let me give me one of them real auntie's cat. She make that for about maybe $2-3 per sell for $15-20. It's simple marketing, simple capital. And shout out to the director of the city of Riverdale, just rolled in on me. Miss Shakiba. Miss Shakiba trimming up too. Look at Shakiba, watch out. I appreciate you. You're great at what you do as well. And continue supporting them black businesses, man. I had one person today, she used the back of the store opening a nail shop. At the end of the day, we in the customer service business. So our job is to service the customer. If somebody's upset at a CD and they feel it's not, why am I going to fight and go back for them? And I got $11 or $12 in it. You're right, brother. I'm sorry. Here you go. Just go ahead. But we don't tolerate disrespect. We don't give it, but we ain't going to accept it either. All right?
All right, thank you so much, Tobago. The boss has spoken. Ladies and gentlemen, this was In the Lab 30 Wax Facts, where they have been setting the record straight for everybody, all right?
Yes.
And one more time, everybody, we would like to wish Playa Poncho a very, very happy birthday. If everybody could tell him that. Playa Poncho! He's been there collecting gifts.
Hey man, I'm loving it. It's a great birthday, another beautiful day of life. I get to celebrate it with all of y'all and everything. Y'all coming out because they showing love. I greatly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. May God continue to bless each and every one of us with all the abundance of prosperity, peace, love, joy, greatness, innocence, and protection, and all the goals and desires of our hearts continue to be protected. And I love it, all y'all. Y'all continue. Let's go. DBS Sounds, my beautiful brother DJ Nabs, put together. DJ Wis, Tyler Shabazz, everybody that's in here. You know what I'm saying? It's like I greatly appreciate this. You know what I'm saying?
Can we give it up for the host too? Because she was amazing.
What up, What's your name, hostess?
I'm Jinx certified.
Jinx certified. How you spell that certified? I can't spell.
Certified.
Oh, you spelled it the same way. Okay. You know, some people like to put a little something in it. Y'all make sure and follow her, man. I told what I told you coming up here. I said, man, you did a great job, man. Yes, that's it. All right. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Safe travels, everyone.
Nabs, I appreciate you, my guy. You know?
Yes, we like to thank DBS Sounds, Tobago, and of course, Playa Poncho. Happy birthday, boy.
Playa Poncho!
Tomorrow night, all white party in Silk on County Road. You know what I'm saying? June 14th, the other big Gemini Bash and City Winery, y'all. You know, you got to be there because we going up 30 years of What's Up, the So Del Bass All-Star album. DJ Nabs, DJ Wis. You know, Wis made that beat for Let It Burn. Now we can't forget him too. Then Nabs did Coochie because they have both of my brothers here that helped produce classics for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm forever grateful, man. I love y'all boys, man, for real. Thank you.
We love you too, brother.
Hey, everybody keep the cameras rolling. We got a special surprise for my brother DJ Nabs and Playa Poncho. So I have a little show on YouTube called Dropping Off Jackets. It's powered by Levi.
We don't say little. We don't have a little show. You know what I'm saying? I do motivational speaking too. We don't use the word little or try. One time my dog Reggie, you know we don't use the word little or try, man. We do.
So I've known both of these brothers for a long time, as you can tell. Now I'm gonna pop in this picture of us at Club Kaya with Luda at the first video shoot. Pop it in like magic. And Poncho, I'm not gonna pop in no pictures that we took 30 minutes. So look, I just need help from the crowd. On the count of 1, I'm gonna count down from 5. When we get to 1, just say drop that jacket. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, drop that jacket.
Nabs, we love you, bro.
You got the official Levi's, Jack. They real deal now, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you, man.
Poncho is gonna fit.
Hey, man, I know you for that, man. I appreciate that, man. Drop them jams, man. I gotta go get me some jeans to go with this, man. Go get me some cowboy boots, you know what I'm talking about?
There's only one thing left to do.
Put them on.
Hey, shout out to Will Gilbert. My partner couldn't be here, but he's always with me. Shout out to Will Gilbert. And shout out to the guys at Levi's. It's always a perfect fit. It's always a perfect fit. It's always a perfect fit. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, and shout out one time to DBS Sounds. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Hey, when I pop up, we'll have your jacket too.
Double X, baby. Double X.